I picked up some of these spring up traps. I was having some weasel problems with my rabbits and my chickens. So I bought some live traps along with these spring up type trap. I want to show everybody what they look like. I was going to design a tool that slid over top of here and on this one here to set them easier. But actually, by putting them on the ground and putting 1 foot here and 1 foot there and applying downward pressure, they're quite easy to set. So I'm not going to worry about doing that. They're pretty cheap. I think they're about $6 a piece. They have like a light galvanizing to them. So some people, like, they bake them in some type of, boil them in some type of, you know, whatever that's going to give them a stain, and then they'll wax them. But they're thick enough here. The material's thick enough that rust is going to actually, they're going to outlast me anyhow. So I'm not going to worry about doing anything like that. And for the most part, they're going to be inside. I'm not a trapper. It's just to protect my rabbits and my chickens, basically. That's all I'm using them for. And I'm going to actually be using meat on top of this little plate here. I'll be tying it down with a wire, so they can't just, the critters can't just come and take the meat off of it. And I also, the sensitivity on this, you can see that little indentation there, right here. And then there's the setting pin or lever that would go in that indentation. Trying to give you a real good close-up. You see, that would be set. Now that's going to be at basically its hardest point. So once I have it set, I back this piece off here so that this piece here is just to say grabbing the other portion of it, so the trigger point becomes extremely delicate. The slightest little bit of pressure downward, and that little weasel, he's just made himself a bad day. So I'll make another video on actually how I strap and fasten the meat down, and how I exactly set this up to make it really sensitive. And then of course I take some binder twine, some rope off of some bales of hay or straw that I have around, and I'll tie this up to a post just in case the critter gets his leg or something and he can't get away, and I end up keeping my trap instead of losing the trap because the critter dragged the trap away with him. This way it assures me that I'm going to keep my trap. But I'm pretty sure the weasel that catches himself in this trap is not going to be getting away, so I'm pretty safe on it. But just to double back up, that's the way I'll go about it and make the approach at it. So pretty good deal, folks. You know, if anyone's looking for any traps like this, I picked up 6 of them for like $37. Not a bad deal. I consider it to be pretty cheap and a good thing to keep my little rabbits and chickens protected from them little meat-eating critters. Everything that does not eat the chickens or the rabbits or harms them, well, I don't worry about those critters. It's just the critters that are going to mean them harm. So I'm going to stop them critters from creating that harm towards the chickens and the rabbits. And this is how I'm going to do it with these type and some live traps. And when I actually get the live traps, I'll make a video and I'll show you them live traps too. They're pretty slick looking. Look like they're going to work really, really well. And there you have it, folks. Some spring up traps. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you have not, and thank you very much for those that have.